You heard of Zack D films, maybe Zack films, but I bet you haven't heard of Simply How. So today I'm ranking every Zack D films knockoff to see if one of them could be actually better than the original. Starting with Zack films. Honestly, this guy is probably the best knockoff. I haven't seen the others, but I've seen this guy before. Funny dude. All right, let's look at this, bro. Zack films morning routine. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Yeah. Nah, this was crazy, bro. Oh, hell no. Look at him poop his pants, man. Worst nightmare. Jack Daniels. Okay. So what we crashing back there, huh? What we crashing back there? It's very familiar. Maybe like 2 twin towers or something like that. Crazy explosion. Okay. I'm not. Oh. 9/11 a.m. Bro, honestly, bro. This looks like it's about to get S-tier, but I can't judge Zack films just based off one video. We have to keep watching probably like 3 more to see where he belongs on this tier list. Check out his most popular video. How to win tic-tac-toe every time. 94 million views.
Always start from a corner. This doubles your chances of winning. If your opponent also starts from a corner, use the opposite corner from where you start.
Okay.
He will block the center, so use the last available corner. This way, you will have 2 ways to win.
Bro's actually leaking the method, bro. I'm not gonna joking. Like, he's actually leaking a guaranteed
But if
method.
your opponent starts from the center after your initial move, then use a German sticky grenade.
Yeah, that could actually work. No, I'm joking. Zack D films from AliExpress. We got Temu Zack D films for before GTA 6. Lovely, bro. See, this is like the bro. I'm not even joking. This is low-key educational but funny. Zack D films. Yeah, he's more like traumatizing and scary and educational, but this is like educational funny, which honestly he might be better than Zack D films. We'll see. All right, let's give one more watch. What happens if you swallow a tooth?
If you accidentally swallow a tooth,
that's just nasty. Just imagining that.
It goes into your stomach where a machine duplicates it. Then your intestines put all the teeth in order and give you the ability to eat with your...
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to show it because, yeah, this guy literally was able to eat with his butt. Well, that's kind of scary when I'm thinking about it. Imagine, like, your butt eating people. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Let me know if this works. Yeah. So that ending is crazy. Yep. I don't even know, bro.
If you fire a bazooka, could you catch the rocket by going at the same speed? Well, you would have to run at over 183 miles per hour
smokes,
and
that's
grab it
so
from
fast.
the front. But this might be very hard. Instead, you can overtake and grab it with your ass.
Yo, this is actually wow. Since that's gonna be censored, yeah, the RPG rocket went up his butt. Ooh, that is rip to my boy Tommy right here. Rip to your butt. Bro never runs out of content, bro. Literally, like he and Zack D films literally just take any what if scenario and bro, you have an endless amount of ideas. It's crazy. I was thinking about that. Yep, for sure. Honestly, bro, I mean, I've seen Zack D films before. This guy's got an S tier, bro. Like, he's literally top notch of Zack D films. All right, the next Zack D film knockoffs is NYK Entertain. Bro, honestly, when I was researching this for this video, this looks pretty high quality. So let's check out their most popular videos and see if he's better than Zack D films.
Accidentally step on a landmine. This simple trick could save your life. Most people panic and try to run to escape the blast.
Okay.
But the moment your foot lifts, it will trigger instantly. Your best chance is to stay calm and keep your foot exactly where it is. Then place something heavy, like a backpack or a rock, directly on the trigger. It's not a guarantee, but sometimes it's enough to
That's good. That's good. This is giving Zack film vibes, bro. You got educational, which I'm pretty sure he's saying to survive in landmines. Pretty true. I think so. It would make sense. But it's got that comedy aspect, which is really good. This is looking pretty good so far.
If you always lose at air hockey, these simple tricks can make you win every time. On defense, don't guard the goal right on the line. Use triangle defense. It makes your reactions faster and way more controlled. And for offense, don't smack the puck wildly. You'll lose control.
No, not gonna lie, I'd be doing that, but I'd be like, loose! And a hoose! You know what I'm saying?
Puck might bounce straight into your own goal. Instead, tap the puck lightly to make your opponent shift and leave a tiny gap. Then fire diagonal shots that bounce off the wall.
Hold on, wait, you actually might be cooking, bro. These tips are pretty good that we could honestly use. Bro, when the video grandpa crying sound effect for 10 hours, yeah, bro. The excessive amount of sounds, bro, I like it. That's the comedy aspect of NYK Entertain. Pretty good, bro. I'm liking it so far. I'm not gonna lie, he might be another S tier Zack D films knockoff. But we can't judge yet. We'll keep watching his most popular videos.
If you walk into the gym and see someone on the treadmill, which machine do you choose?
If you're going to the boys rule, especially when you're going to like a urinal, probably Either the last one or this one. Probably the last one.
If you pick the one on the far edge, you look like you're avoiding them. But if you pick the one right next to them, they'll think you're starting a race, instantly turning a normal workout into an accidental Olympic event. The right choice to keep everything normal is to leave one treadmill gap.
Nice one. They think I'm avoiding them. It's because I am. It's enough to make an old man cry, bro. Yeah, this is like the main character in his videos, bro. Which is also, I just realized, which is also his profile picture. That's pretty neat.
If you have $1, you can buy 1,000 nails, melt them down, and you'll get about 1.2 kilograms of steel. But if you sell that steel as it is, it's only worth about $1.20. Instead, forge that steel into aerospace bolts, and the price jumps to $1,000 per kilogram. Keep repeating the cycle, and one day, you'll be able to buy a SpaceX rocket.
Bro, he's actually giving us sauce. He's giving us the blueprint to become a millionaire, y'all. Oh, man, in the 80s, baby. Yeah, what's with the crying sound effects, man? No jail time for forging steel, sweet. Yep. All right, not gonna lie. Honestly, bro, NYK Entertain, he's pretty good. This has gotta be a S-tier creator or S-tier knockoff of Zack Films. Gotta give it to him for sure. Because, bro, you have the comedy aspect, you have the educational aspect. Bro, that's a fun way to learn. You wanna make learning fun, and this is what you get. NYK Entertain. All right, the next creator we're gonna be looking at is the Outliners. Very insane. They have 1.56 million subscribers. They look like pretty good. They have that Zack Films animation. Let's see what they're about. Oh my gosh, 105 million views. Okay.
The Queen of England would intend
to get flashed. Little stupid sketch, and there we go.
Queen of England would intentionally hide 2 attendants under her gown.
Let me my turn. Where's my turn?
You see, the court events were often long, and leaving them in between for a personal break was considered rude. And to solve this, one of the attendants held a pot to collect the Queen's personal needs.
Sorry,
while the other attendant would clean her up, allowing the Queen to relieve herself during the long events without causing any objection.
What? Sign me up! No, but like, well, that's kind of crazy. It's all poops and giggles until she poops on the attendants. Yep, plot twist. The attendants were actually men dressed up as the attendants. So, you just caught me, bro. And I wonder why they're wearing this kind of clothes. Oh, wait, Loki. I don't know if this is real. Loki, it's kind of real, but that idea is very interesting for sure. All right, so far off this one short, I love it. I love their ideas. Very good, because I would sign up for this type of activity. But we can't judge just one video, so we had to keep watching his most popular vids.
Gangsters would intentionally tie their gun with rubber bands. You see if a gangster was knocked out and loses their grip on the gun. Now, for the gun to fire, the gangster needs to fully squeeze the grip to depress the safety. But when falling down, the gangsters use rubber bands to bypass this safety feature, making the gun to fire even without a firm grip.
Whoa, that's pretty scary, bro. Should we say that this only works on Uzi and firearms with safety like this? Most guns have a safety switch. Also, by safety switch, I mean fire selector safety, style safety. Okay, yeah. This isn't Zack Films. This is Jack B recording. Bro, what is this, bro? GTA 6 designer taking notes. Yeah, well, that's pretty interesting.
In ancient Egypt, women had to urinate in 2 different bags. One bag was filled with barley and the other with wheat. If either bag sprouted seedlings, the woman was carrying a baby. And additionally, if the barley seed sprouted first, it was a boy. Whereas if the wheat sprouted first, it was a girl.
What? I don't know if that's true. Like, that's so weird. What the heck? Pregnancy tests with gender review. Egyptians are really fresh. Wow. Don't know if that's real, but if it is, what the flip? That's very interesting. Yeah. I'm the only one who's noticing she pissed on her own gown thingy. What do you mean? Oh, gown. Yeah, there must have been a whole bunch of... Fun fact, they did this with a certain type of frog. You know, you're pregnant if the frog is pregnant as well if you're... Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that. That's true. And I learned that from Zack Films. I'm kind of liking this because honestly, these type of video ideas are just bizarre. Zack Films does like crazy stuff, but like, these are very unique, interesting ideas. Let's give it one more short to judge.
Someone killed the US president. Things like this you will never hear in your lifetime because the US president's car has these 5 features. First, the president travels in this $1.5 million car, which is also called the Beast. If someone fires a rocket at the car from a rocket launcher, nothing would happen to the car, as the doors are covered with an 8-inch thick bomb-proof covering. Secondly, if the enemy starts firing from an AK-47 and someone fires sniper rounds, the bullets would not enter the car, as it is bulletproof. Thirdly, if the enemy decides to attack from both sides, front and back, the car moving around the president's car will eliminate the threat in seconds. And if someone decides to launch an aerial attack, the president's helicopter will be alerted and an aerial battle will start. And if a missile is launched towards the car, The car moving with the president's car has SCS technology, which will locate the missile location and protect the car from impact.
Wow, okay, that's very interesting. All right, to judge the outliners, honestly, they're very unique, but they didn't have that comedic effect, which I wasn't looking for, but they're very good. Like, they're very educational, so I gotta give this an A tier. For the next Zack D Films knockoff, we have Simply How. And one of my friends run this channel, so let's see what they're all about. 36 million views, let's get it.
If you go to sleep and suddenly feel like you're falling, there's actually a reason for this. It's called hypnic jerk, and it happens when you're about to fall asleep. During this process, your brain can sometimes misinterpret your muscles relaxing as a sign that you're actually falling. In response, it sends a burst of energy to your muscles to try and catch yourself, leading to your body twitching and suddenly waking up.
Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. You got Zacky shows before GTA 6. It's the screen for me. It's got that Tom and Jerry ass screen, bro. Oh, very good, bro. Very nice.
Have you ever wondered why Asian people have such small eyes?
Yo!
They're actually the same size as everyone else's.
It's the eyelids,
but
bro.
They look smaller because they have something called monolids.
Yeah.
This is a type of eyelid shape where there is no visible crease, which makes it appear smaller. It was formed to protect the eyes from harsh weather and to reduce glare from the sun.
Hey, we got an advantage, y'all. We got an advantage. That's all I'm saying, baby. These YT animations never failed to charm us. The Asian dude on the snowy mountains looks hella badass, though. Simply How doesn't have that comedic effect, but these ideas are pretty solid. It has that traumatizing effect with the eyes just casually popping out, but pretty good. To the person that runs this channel, very solid. I like it.
When you work out, you are actually tearing your muscles on a microscopic
Very good animation
level. But don't worry, because your body releases protein strands in order to repair the damage, leading for them to actually grow. And that's why...
Yeah! Alright, honestly, I think I get the vibe already so far with Simply How. Very solid. They don't have that comedic effect. The videos weren't that long. But no, they're still pretty good. I gotta give them A. Props to them, you know what I mean? You shouldn't downplay animation. Animation is really hard, so if there was like a B+, I'll give them a B+. So I guess high end of B. Alright, the next Zack D Films knockoff is Kirom Void. Let's see it.
3 men were drinking at home, celebrating and laughing, when suddenly, someone knocked on the door. They looked at each other. They weren't expecting anyone.
Bro's gone.
Then the door unexpectedly opened, and a non-human silhouette appeared in the doorway. The creature entered the house with dark intentions. But after looking around, it found no one inside, because it made one huge mistake.
What?
It didn't know that this was the house of former U.S. soldiers.
Holy, but that's actually cold. Wait, what? Yo, that was actually cold, y'all. What the heck? Bro got cooked on the first day of the job. Typical U.S. moment. That was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. Oh, also, by the way, they're more famous on TikTok. They have crazy views. Look at this, 5.4 million views, 3.6 million views. On their YouTube shorts, it isn't that much, but their content's still good.
The boy was trying to take a selfie for the love of his life, when suddenly the power went out and the Wi-Fi disappeared. He got annoyed when he heard his mom's voice.
Don't worry, honey. We lost power too.
He rolled his eyes and said, "Yeah, I know, Mom." He lay down on his bed when suddenly something made his skin crawl. Who was he talking to if his mom died 2 years ago?
Yo, what I'm getting from this, even though this is like that Zack D Films animation, it still has like that style, bro. These are more like stories though, so I ain't gonna lie, this is probably isn't the best, but let's give it one more shot, bro. Let's give it one more shot. So, you know what I mean? Like they hook you and they have like this crazy twist at the end.
Were playing on the swings when suddenly their mom called them home.
Damn, she bad. Holy. What am I saying,
Later
bro?
that night, the father tucked them into bed. His wife was already asleep. Suddenly, the phone rang. It was the kids' grandma. She sounded happy. "Oh, I'm so glad the kids came to visit. Your brother brought them to me today." The father froze. If the kids are with her, then who did he tuck into bed?
Not bad. All right, to judge this because I think we get the idea here. Furman, unfortunately, it's not really like a Zack D Films type video. So I gotta say, it's gotta be like a C. Low key, it was like a... They get views though, so you can't downplay that. So they do get views, but I'd say it's more like a C. Maybe like a C-. For the next Zack D Films knockoff we have is Dr. Pickle PhD.
Shit is a sprained ankle. That's when your
Okay, yeah, so just cussing. Okay, all right.
dumb foot decides to
Oh, wow, there's gonna be a lot of censoring in this video. Sorry. So sorry, y'all.
Stretching or straight up tearing the ligaments holding your together. At this point, you'll most likely scream, and that will become inflamed as hell. Having difficulty walking? You'll be dragging your pregnant-looking ankle around until the swelling goes down and your fibers and ligaments join back together like you're some sort of fucking superhero. If you want your sprained to ankle to heal faster, make sure to sit your lazy ass down and hit that with a compression bandage and nice.
Yeah, so off the bat, just cussing like crazy. Right, yeah. No wonder why I couldn't find them on YouTube, bro. What the hell? Okay, I mean, yeah, finally a doctor I can afford. Yeah, bro. Imagine your primary care doctor talking like this, 100% for it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, just start ripping F-bombs and all that. Pretty good.
What the is PCOS?
Okay, yeah.
PCOS is one of the most common causes of female infertility. Some of the main symptoms include a raise in androgen levels, polycystic ovaries, and irregular periods. The exact cause of PCOS is unknown, but women who got by this have increased levels of a hormone called LH, or the luteinizing hormone. These elevated hormone levels make the ovaries produce a ton of testosterone, which can cause growth in facial and body hair, acne, and even hair loss. The doctor concoction of LH and testosterone, combined with low levels of FSH, impact the ovary's ability to develop eggs. These little immature eggs can accumulate in the ovaries and form cysts that you see as dark circles on ultrasound scans. Fortunately, PCOS usually isn't diagnosed until a woman experiences infertility, which is arguably the worst part. If God said you and gave you PCOS, do your best to maintain a healthy lifestyle and ask your doctor about other management options so you can be the bad that you are.
Wow, okay. Yeah, bro, this is the appropriate way to talk about PCOS. It's the worst. Yeah, I did ask a while, so this is a serious problem. I apologize to my woman that deal with this, man. Aggressive and informative. That's what I'm getting from this guy, bro. Dr. Pickle PhD. It's like a different type of Zack films, but he's aggressive but informative, though. We can't judge of 2 videos, so let's see the third one.
Is vomit. Okay. God, vomiting is the involuntary, forceful expulsion of the nasty bullshit in your stomach through the mouth. Your smooth brain tells your body to vomit as a protective mechanism.
Bro, just making fun of me, bro. A smooth brain, yeah, that's
to get rid of anything that might be at the time. Vomiting occurs when the nervous system triggers a...
Okay, yeah, I think we guys get the idea. Okay. All right, to rank him, honestly, this is a B tier. He's aggressive and informative, definitely on Simply Out, but I really like the comedic effect that these guys have to offer. So, Zack Films and NYK Entertain, I believe, you guys are the best replicate for Zack Films. But who's actually better than Zack Films? Both are really good, I ain't gonna lie. Zack Films is just... I gotta give it to this guy. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. But for more comedy, this Zack Films. For the best Zack Films knockoff, you have NYK Entertain. And yeah, there you guys have it. If you guys want to see more content like this, click the video here.